See if we can't prop this phone up here somewhere. I don't know if it'll stay there or not. We'll find a spot here. I want to pop in, say hey everybody, give everybody a chance to come in, say hello. Yeah. There we go. That one will work. So, wait for a few people to get in here. I'll answer a few questions, just say hey, bring you up to speed on a couple things. I want to get this up a little higher. Okay, let's move this over here. Move this. Hey, 420, how you doing? We're getting the camera settled in place here. Okay, we're gonna get the Wi-Fi going here. Get things going a little better. All right. Good morning. Hey, Scott, how you doing? John, Joe's in the house. Jay, hi, how you doing? There's Derby. All right. Hey, let me know how the image is. I just switched the Wi-Fi, so hopefully we should be doing pretty good. Give me a thumbs up if the video is good and clear, because we got the new Wi-Fi in the shop here. It's kind of kicking ass. So, hey, blah blah, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. He's down there in Austin. All right, excellent. I like how it's doing. Appreciate that, pal. Appreciate that, John. Happy Thursday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, happy Wednesday there, but I've lost track of the days. Hey, Jason. Yes, thanks, blah, blah. It looks good. Hey, David. We're going to let a few more people get in here and just, I just want to absolutely unannounced live. We're actually out in the shop working today on the Crustang. Give me a thumbs up if you like the Crustang, because we got a lot going on with it. Figure I'd give some people a sneak preview. Yeah, it's getting cold here in Iowa, and so we're glad we got the heat rolling. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, how you doing? Excellent. I'm glad that for those of you that haven't noticed, we finally got fiber optic to the house, and then we hardwired it down from the house, because my garage is about 130, 140 feet from the house. Thank you very much, blah, blah. I love all your support. Anyway, we hardwired Cat 6 down here to the garage so that I could have good internet, because I got so tired of my lives looking like crap. Toma, Wisconsin in the house. How you doing? I got to keep touching the screen because the messages go away. 21 degrees here in the morning. You can keep that much in Vermont. We don't want to get that low yet. So, yeah, we're working away on the Crustang. You're going to see some sparks flying and grinding going on back there. Yeah, I'll tell you about that guy in a minute. 80 degrees in Austin. Yeah, you can F all the way off, blah, blah. I'm just giving you a hard time, bud. So, question. Any of you ever watched the channel Mr. Gone in 60? As in, like, Gone in 60 Seconds. Who knows the channel Mr. Gone in 60? Give me a thumbs up if you've been there, seen the channel. He builds fastback conversions on coupes and first-generation Mustangs, builds Eleanor cars. He's built like 68 Eleanors. Hey, William, how you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. So, 78 on Hilton Head Island. I'm on my way. What's for dinner tonight? You grilling steaks on Hilton Head? Well, that's seafood. We need steak and lobster. That's what we need. Anybody see? Okay, I'm gonna ask one more time. Has anybody seen Mr. Gone in 60? He's had a channel for almost 10 years. Doesn't have a lot of love, but I'm telling you, the guy does some amazing stuff with first-gen Mustangs. All right, love the Mustang. Hope you fix it up really nice. I've always enjoyed your videos here in Oklahoma. Finally getting some rain. Yeah, you need some rain. Born and raised in Buffalo, Iowa. Well, hello. Finland night shift. All right. We got some people from across the pond joining us. So, hey, Jason knows who you are. All right. Jason Eureka. He says you're working on his car.
Heck yeah, I'm building an Elmore right now.
He's building Jason in Illinois right now. Scott Drake Parks on Holly Jegs Summit makes the best Mustang parts. So, for those of you who don't know, okay, obviously one of the gentlemen here knows. Right behind me, this guy, Flint Higgins. Come on over and say hi to everybody. Flint Higgins, Mr. Gone in 60. If you are not watching Mr. Gone in 60 on YouTube, what's wrong with you? Go over there, watch his stuff.
Heck yeah.
This guy is the first generation Mustang metal whisperer. Man, so here's the story. It was about a week ago. Well, after the first video came out, you messaged me something about, hey, I got parts, cars, need some parts. Anyway, so I said, send me your phone number. So he sent me his phone number, called him up. It took us about 20 minutes on the phone to decide we kind of got along pretty good. And he says, yeah, it's not too bad. He was giving me some tips on what to do. And I said, hey, you don't want to just come up to Iowa and put these in, do you? I was half joking. And heck, a day, I don't know, 2 hours later, he said, hey, I can come up next Tuesday and
My
Wednesday.
wife talked me into it, man. She's like, go on.
Your wife talked to you into
Yeah,
it?
she told me. She
Oh,
said,
man.
go, have some fun.
I got to send your wife some flowers, but nothing red now. I don't want to go across the line. I'd send her out to dinner. I'd send you a gift certificate, send you out to dinner. But anyway, so, Flint drove up here Monday, 10 and a half hours from Tennessee, sold me a whole truckload of used parts off his parts cars that was going to be scrapped to use on the Crustang, and he is putting in the frame rails, the floors. We ended up putting the entire trunk floor. We're going a little further on it. We're going to put the whole quarters on and outer wheel housings. He's doing all the sheet metal work. I'm his shop bitch. So I'm basically handing him tools, sweeping up after him. I'm over working on the engine stuff when I got time. But so in the next episode, you're going to see a lot of Flint. He decided to come up and help us, so we're having a hell of a good time.
Heck yeah.
What did we put in? About 10 hours yesterday?
Yeah. About
We'll
10
probably end up about 10, 12 hours a day. He's planning on leaving tomorrow morning, but I think it's going to spill over into tomorrow a little bit. We'll try.
We're gonna
Try
try.
not to.
We're gonna try.
But anyway, so comments are flying along. He's going to get back to work if you got questions.
Jason.
All right, if you got a question for him, put it up here. I'll try to holler over there. Okay, Eric's in the house. DC's here. The Iron Duke's in the house from Kentucky. All right. Let's see. I like GM, Pontiac, Mopar, and Honda. I've had nothing but hate for Ford ever since experiencing stupid Ford ownership. Well, you know what? Every manufacturer has vehicles they never should have made. The fact that you are still here, blah, blah, and that you are a member and you support our channel tells us that you support us and what we're doing, not necessarily the cars themselves. So, excuse me. Appreciate you, bud. Hey, Jared from Illinois is in the house. How you doing? So, yes, the Crustang, we are working on it pretty hard. I'm going to show you a little something I got into the engine. Yes, hit the like button. I appreciate it. So, if you watched the first video, give me a thumbs up if you saw the first video on the Crustang. Then I'll kind of clue you in on some sneak peek stuff here. But if you saw the first video on the Crustang, if you like the build, if you want to go along and follow it and everything, who's excited for this one? I just kind of want to know. Did they legalize marijuana in Iowa yet? No, thank God. Can't stand the smell of that stuff. Come on, all right, we're gonna wait. It takes a little time for the comments to come through, but thumbs up if you're excited about the Crustang. I'm doing good. Looks like you're making progress on the Mustang. Yeah, we're making some progress on. I'm working on some of the other stuff. Flint, he's the metal worker, man. He is the metal worker. We'll give you some sneak peek of what he's got going on there. Ernest is in the house. How you doing? Big D. Yes. At least Ford puts the distributors on the front of the motor so you can get to them.
Yeah.
I like the way you think. All right, we got a lot of thumbs up. So the Crustang, we are doing a lot. Hey, GW2K in the house, one of my members. How you doing? So I got the 7302 that we're going to put in to get her going, and we'll show you what we found out. Actually, the engine's looking really good. The engine looked really good inside. Inside the cylinders looked really, really well. But I did a timing chain slap test. You know where you put it on and you turn a little bit, see how much slack you got in the timing chain. Yeah, this too much. It is plumb wore out. So we gotta get a timing chain and gears in this. And this actually has the original nylon timing gear. So that would have just disintegrated anyway. So glad we tore this apart and we're gonna get that done. And then we have been working away on the body and the metal. So let me get my hand wiped off here. See the comments again. You ain't got that Crustang done yet? No, we ain't got it done yet. Downside, distributor the front of the engine, they always get wet and corrode. Well, they don't ever break. You don't need to get them out. It's Ford. They run forever. All right. So, as you can tell, we got welding going on in the background. We got some time lapse working. Let me kind of show you what we got going on here real quick. We'll walk around, Flint.
Okay.
You just keep doing what you're doing, big dog. So we're moving right along. We got trunk floors. We got a gas tank in it just for, positioning things. We have the new cross brace in. New frame rails going forward all the way up there. Both sides. And yeah, it's coming right along. So today's going to be getting the floors in and the quarters on it. That's going to be today. And should have that done here by the end of today. And maybe a little bit tomorrow morning. We'll see. I'm going to set the phone back down. Questions, comments, let's let them rip. I'm not going to stay on too much longer because we got to get back at it. That wouldn't have been good if it was broke. Yeah. And well, the good thing is, it says, oof, it wouldn't have been good if the chiming chain would have broke. Actually, what would have happened is it just would have stopped running. The 302s are not an interference engine, thank God. But you got all those little nylon pieces down in the pan. W.D. Jones in the house. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. Where's the skinny boy at? Richie's at work. He'll be here tonight. Thanks, William. I just melted a starter solenoid on my Ranchero. Guess some of the cables aren't doing too hot. That, or you just got to put a bad connection. A lot of corrosion will increase the resistance and amperage goes up. Check those too. Glad I live in Texas. Our cars rot from the top down because of the heat. Absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. Ranwin Park, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, but thanks for joining us. Looking forward to this series. It's going to be a fun series. Kentucky Mustangs is on board. They've been doing it great. We've ordered more stuff. Are you coming back to Iowa next summer with build season? Yes, that's the plan. Thank you. I appreciate it. SRV, I appreciate that you like the channel. Rick, how you doing? Rick Blades in the house. And now, if you haven't watched The Travis B on YouTube, The Travis B, all one, Rick is in here. That's Rick Travis's dad. This is how the money pit starts, Jim. Yes, it is. This is how it goes. Michael Lunsford's in the house. How you doing? He joined us for the members live last night. What are your plans for this car? Jason wants to know. Well, here's the deal. When I pulled this car out of the weeds, hey, Whitney, how you doing? Nice to see you. Here's the deal. Was it hard to put the frame rails in? No, because Flint did it. Here's the thing. I've never, ever put in, like where you got to cut out new floor plan, like factory replacement sheet metal. I've never done it. Never done one in my life. And while I want to learn how to do it, this was probably a bit much to bite off and chew for your first time. So when Flint offered to come up and help, I said absolutely, and I'm learning a ton from him. Hey, baby, Pamela Anderson in the house. Learning a lot from Flint so that down the road I can do this type of work and be confident. But this was probably, there was just too much you really needed to know to get the car straight, square, and right for a first-timer, I'll start with maybe just a floor pan or something instead of whole frame rails and the structure in the rear. Wait till you see the part 2 of this episode. You'll see why it was a great idea having somebody else do it. So anyway, so the story for the car. When I pulled this car out of that grove, I literally bought it for parts. I saw enough good parts on it, the glass and this and that. I thought, well, I got to at least save it from the crusher because this car was headed to the crusher. I thought I had to at least save it from the crusher and get those parts into the hands of somebody that could use them. Well, then I loaded up the Maverick. If you haven't seen that episode, it came from the same place. I loaded up the Maverick, and a couple of the engines, brought them home the first day. I went back up a few days later to get the Mustang and the other engine I had bought and some other parts. And when I got there, he said, hey, by the way, I found the title for the Mustang. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah. Well, then it got to thinking, maybe I ought to do something with this car. Whitney, oh man, Sandy appreciates you. She was down here a little earlier when we started welding. I took her up to the house because you can't have dog around welding. I wanted to get her burn her eyes. So Whitney, thank you much. Sandy treat money. Appreciate the gift. So I go to look at the car, and I'm a big Ford guy. I'm just not a big first generation Mustang guy. I've never messed with it much. So I got a hold of a good friend of mine that does, knows a lot about them. He came over, looked at it, and said, you know what? He says, this is savable. I really think it's savable. So I made the decision to go ahead and try to save it and put it on the road. Then I wanted to say, let's see if we can do it on a budget. All right. So the plan for the car is to take something that was so gone and show the average person that it is doable. Now, granted, I'm having somebody that knows what they're doing help me weld in the panels, but a lot of you have friends that know how to do this and could help you do it. The original goal was to put this on the road running and driving for $3,000 or less. Now, granted, that's not rebuilding the original engine. If you haven't watched the first episode, watch it, because as it turns out, when they were cleaning up this farmstead, and I bought some engines out of a building where the roof had partially collapsed and rained on some of the engines that were in there. And the guy said, any of those engines in the corner that you want, $50 a piece, because they've been rained on. And so I bought 2 small block Chevys and a small block Ford that had a 3-speed on it. We get home, we find out that small block Ford, the 3-speed, is the original drivetrain out of this car. So I got the car for $200 with title, because it was going to be scrap metal, and I got the engine for $50. So we thought, okay, now that engine needs completely rebuilt because one of the cylinders is full of rust. It's locked up. But I have a 1970 302. We're going to use that, and we're going to use the original 3-speed. We're going to put it all in and get the car running and driving. So the whole idea was, can the average hot rodding car guy that's been messing with cars a long time, that has parts laying around here and there, put together something like this for reasonable? And or somebody else that maybe has to go to Marketplace and buy the parts, can they do it reasonably? And the answer is yes. Are we going to make the $3,000 budget? No, I'm not so sure, okay? But I bet you we keep it under 4. And the plan is, I want the car to maintain as much of this appearance as we can, because here's the thing: if I could do the whole body work, and I could even do like an amateur paint job, so make the car look good, a nice 10-footer. Then it's just another neat old Mustang that somebody painted. And somebody might say, hey, at the gas pump might say, hey, cool car, and that'd be about it, all right? Here's the thing. You pull up in this car looking like this, people are going to say, what's the story with that car? And that's going to give me an opportunity to tell this car's story. And if you want to know more of the story, watch the first episode if you haven't. And that's why we're going to make sure it's structurally sound, mechanically worthy, and we're going to clean up the inside, make it somewhat nice. But we're going to leave it looking mostly like this. So that's the plan. Jason asked what the plan was. I'll go back, catch some of these messages here. They're flying by quick. Hey, Daryl in Oklahoma, how you doing? Again, thank you, Whitney. Crustang's roadworthiness is inevitable. Yes, it is, Jay High. If this car turns out well, will you cut the crust out of the sandwich? No, I think I just explained what the purpose of the car is. It's going to prove that they don't have to be perfect to have fun. Let's see. Thank you, Chris Gaines. Jim, you're awesome. They think I'm awesome, Flint.
You are awesome.
Love it. The collab is awesome. Yeah, and it's and Flint and I, we just met the other day, and we hit it off. We're having a blast. We're having a good time. Real quick, the new shirts are at the website, theinevitablejim.com. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. And then we have one that says, I'm not big, I'm horizontally abundant. Check that one out too. Where the comments are zinging by. Collaborating with smaller YouTube channels, I really enjoy doing it because, first of all, the car community, it's full of good dudes, guys and gals. I gotta get used to saying that because I always say, hey guys, and there's nothing meant by that. It's just that's just kind of, hey guys, how you doing? But I don't want to exclude the ladies because, believe it or not, 12% of my viewers are female, so I don't want to isolate them. Do you have any prospects for next year's poverty tour since land yachts are the theme? I have one, but I'm looking for others. You know, it's not a problem. Grant, hey Grant, how you doing? Just like my high school days, 72 Chevelle, called it the Frog. Wasn't perfect, but it was fun. That's just it. The cars just need to be fun, not perfect. Yeah, that's right, William. Not perfect, just safe. And that's what we're doing, making the car safe. And we're showing that you can put a 65 Mustang V8, factory V8 manual transmission car that's this bad back on the road and not spend a fortune. There were lots of female racers at duct tape drags. Yes, there were. That's just it. The ladies are in the hobby. There's a lot of ladies getting involved in the hobby. And I never, ever want to not welcome them. So when I say guys, it's like, that's just not intended to be anything. So hope everything's going well, Grant. Ranwin Park, it was mighty responsible of you to have a professional weld the frame rails in, not the type of thing you'd want to tackle. Exactly. And that's why when he offered, I absolutely took him up on it. I should bring the El Camino over once. Bring it over since the build before the snowflake. Yeah, you're welcome to. Swing by. Did you sell Hershey yet? No, Hershey currently is not for sale. I've decided to hang on to Hershey for a while. Toss a coin to your tech guy. Yes, there were an endless number of Tri-5s. I'm just not a Tri-5 guy. I mean, I can appreciate them. I think they're cool cars. They never really floated my boat much other than being a cool old car. So, yeah. Let's see. I used to have a 77 LTD wagon, brown, just like Hershey, except it had wire wheel hubcaps and it was a little fancier. Well, yeah, they had other trimmers, and Hershey actually has upon some research and hearing from a lot of viewers, actually has a pretty, I guess, rare interior. I don't know. He's a cool car, though. 3,602 miles on duct tape drags on Tucson, Arizona and back. I mean, you can't beat him. Can't beat him. So, real quick, if you aren't a member, I got kind of talked to by a member on email. He says, hey, you know, you do a lot for your members. Why don't you push your memberships more? And it's because, you know, I only created memberships in the very beginning because I had a few people actually asking me. So, okay, I'll create a membership. But what it's turned out is we've got a pretty cool community of members. And it's not huge, and that's fine. So when I do member-only lives, there's a total of like 60 members. There's never more than like 15 or 20 people on the live, and you get to really interact one-on-one with me, and if I have Richie or Pam and Sandy here. And when I do the members-only lives, which they are different than these, the members-only lives, those of you that are members right now, chime in and let people know that the member-only lives, you get to see a lot more of what we do and a lot more in Pam Mine's lives and our passion for the hobby. So there's a lot of things that come with it. It's $2.99 a month, like a lot of YouTubers. You can have a membership. I know like Dalton has the Low Buck Club, and then he has the Save the Shop Club. There's different tiers. But ours is $2.99 a month. And we do a lot of stuff for members. Members usually get early access to the videos before they go to the general public. And then, you know, the member-only lives are kind of special events as well. Fred Clements, well, I tried to talk to you. Well, what do you want to say, Fred? I'm here now. Grant, I hope your knee gets better. Yeah, I do too, Grant. Pamela is wishing you best for your knee. Hopefully you got fairly good news and such, and you'll get to heal them pretty soon. But, yes. So, yeah, memberships. If you're interested, you can join. Just down under the video somewhere it says join, or go to the channel, you can join, and it's $2.99 a month. Again, I'm not pushing it, but I had a member tell me you should ask for more members because apparently he felt that what we do for members is well worth it. So, did you ever drive or see a manual station wagon? Curious, I was watching the Karate Kid, his mom's like, yes, I have seen some manual wagons, 3 on the tree. A lot of Galaxies had that, older ones from the 60s. Can't wait to see the rest of the progress of the Mustang. Absolutely, Ranwin Park. We're going to be excited to show it to you. It's probably going to be probably a 4-part series at least with a 5th compilation. We're going to try to have the series wrapped up before Christmas. It's going to be a lot of work, but we're going to try to get her done. Yes, Jason, Mr. Gone in 60 here on YouTube. Hey, Pam and Dennis, how you doing? All right, we'll see you later, Michael. Got to get back to it. Hey, Kevin Johnson. So, yes, in the background, if you're just joining us, I'm sitting here, but there's welding going on, as you can see. If you have not ever checked out the channel, Mr. Gone in 60, it's just MrGonein60, Mr. Gone in 60. Flint Higgins is the guy who has the channel. That's who's here welding. This guy is first generation Mustang metal replacement whisperer. He does a lot of great cool projects on his channel with coupes converted to fastbacks. He builds Eleanor car. He builds Eleanors and sells them all over the world. How many have you built, Flint? 68?
No, I built 47 of them.
47 Eleanors complete.
I've completed 47 and 48, 49, 50, 51s. They're at the property now.
So you've built 47 Eleanors, and
Yeah.
you've got 4 in progress at your property right now.
One of them's Jason.
Jason on here is one of his.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason. He's working on my junk.
He's probably wondering why I'm not working on his car right now.
He's in Iowa.
Yeah.
But yes, here's the thing. Go check out his channel. I'm telling you guys, if you like seeing some, for me, I have an appreciation of anybody, whether they're a metal worker, whether they're a sculptor, a painter, a freaking cement guy, somebody that's really good at the craft that they do. When they're really good, I can watch them for hours, okay? When you really see somebody that knows what they're doing, that's Flint. I'm telling you, go to his channel, watch him do some of these conversions and explain what he does and why. He knows what he's doing. So when he offered to come help us do the metalwork on the Mustang, I had to say absolutely, because it is one of those things where I want the car right and square, you know. Hey, how you doing, Braden? Yes, Jason, and we're trying to help him do that. We're trying to spread the word. We both realize that some cross-pollination would be great. Some of his fans will see me, and some of my fans will see him, and it'll help build both of our channels. Because I had to admit to him, the algorithm on YouTube is a funny thing. So obviously, I watch a lot of car videos as well, and so it recommends certain things to me. I've never seen one of his videos. It's never been put in front of me to choose from, and I have never had an occasion to go search for anything for fastbacks or Eleanors or anything, because like I said, I don't mess with a lot of first generation. So when he emailed me, or he commented, the first thing I did is went look at his channel. I'm like, oh my God, I got to talk to this guy. And it was amazing. So I had him, Jason's a cement guy. Come to Iowa, I got some cement. Anyway.
Jason does some nice stuff.
So, Harold, it stinks adulting. I miss Pam. So here's the thing. I just fell in love with what he did. And so he sent me his contact information, and we chatted on the phone at the end of last week. And I think within 20 minutes, a plan was half-hatched to have him come here and help us put the sheet metal on this one. And then a couple hours later, it was confirmed, and he drove up here from Tennessee Monday, and we worked on it yesterday, and we're working on it today, maybe a little tomorrow morning, and we're gonna get him together here, and then I can head into the mechanicals, which is what I'm strong at. All right. Charles just subscribed to you, Flint. Flint is the man. A Mustang in garage. You know him?
Oh yeah, Anthony.
Anthony. All right. Flint is the man. I had a tree fall on my 68 coupe. Everyone told me to trash it except for you.
Yep.
You fixed it for me.
Anthony rocks. He's built a conversion himself.
Really?
Yep. He's actually cut one all apart. He's fastbacked it himself, and he's documented some of it on YouTube.
What's your channel? Tell us what your channel is. We'll make
It's
sure that
Mustang in Garage.
Mustang and Garage.
Yep.
Post your channel on here in the comments so everybody can see you, bud. Blah, blah. budget turbo cam paint job on the Crestang. Nope. Nope. We're going to keep as much of this character as we can. I was originally just going to only use just a little bit of the new quarters to leave as much of that patina on there, but Flint has talked me into for several reasons, for stability and everything. We are going to put the whole quarters on with new outer wheelhouses. My inner wheelhouses are actually okay. And there's a lot of reasons for that. It's because, you know, when we're at this point, it's like when you build a house. You put in the best studs and you do that right because you can't go back and change the studs later. You know, you can change the doors later. You can change the trim later. So we're going to go ahead and take that a little bit more to the nth degree because other stuff, like if I do decide down the road to paint it and finish it out nice, you can change deck lids, hoods, fenders, and all that stuff, doors if you need to. But this stuff is all welded in structure. We want to get it right. There you go, guys. Mustang and Garage. Check out his channel too. How did Flint learn how to restore Mustangs? Well, you want to answer that one, Flint? Come on over here. You got something? You got a question? Michelle Miller, or Mike, excuse me, I'm sorry, I can't read this one. Mitchell Miller. I called him Michelle, sorry. How did Flint learn how to restore Mustangs?
I didn't really, I don't know. I just picked up a lot of skills from my dad, and then I just kind of carried those skills that I learned from him over to the classic car scene, and I've just built on it. So I started out my first Mustang when I was 15 years old, and I've just it snowballed from there.
And you'll see his quality, his work in part 2 of the Crestang. I see it. I see your comment there. Blah blah. I will seal the car. We will scrub it, and I will put probably a matte clear coat over it to seal the car. I get that. And we are, excuse me, we are putting in like rust converter in behind the panels before we weld them in and such like that. And we will do rust converter and that type of stuff as much as we can. But you gotta understand too, this car will never see inclement weather again. I mean, it might see a little bit of rain this summer, but it's not going to see winters. It's not going to see. It's got a garage life coming. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Pam, we're going to clear coat the Crestang. Half-Ass Customs is a cool fabrication channel using laser to get up it. I wish I had one of those lasers. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Is that I don't know that comment. Anyway, hello Christopher, how you doing? Have Dalton do the paint and body work? No. Dalton's got his own stuff going on. He ain't got time to paint my car. And nor do I want to paint this car. I want to leave it the way it is. What's Flint's channel again? Mr. Gone in 60. Jason just posted it there. Toss a coin. It's all one word. MRGONEIN60. Yes, go check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Check it out. Pam, just to subscribe to your channel.
Thanks.
We're getting you some subscribers just being here. All right. Getting ready to jump off here because we got to get some lunch here pretty quick. It's pushing noon. And I got to get more on the engine here. I got to go pick up chain and gears. So I'll answer a couple last few questions, but work is coming along really well. If you didn't see what I showed as far as what we've gotten done so far, after the live's over, go back and watch the beginning. Yeah, Darren, hey Pam, now I want coffee. Thanks, blah, blah. We're going to have a great week. You're welcome, Ramwin Park. I'm glad you could join us. And hey, go over to the website, theinevitablejim.com. Check out the 2 new shirts. They're selling really well. They're kind of badass. And I have the merch guy working on a Crestang shirt. So that should be coming up as well pretty soon. Questionable Garage has the laser for rust remover. Yeah, I know they're getting cheaper. I would like to check into them, and see. The other thing I'd like to check into is that dry ice. where it cleans the dry ice. That I think is pretty badass. Blah blah. Jared got the laser and CNC sponsor. Yeah. Well, I don't have that many sponsors. I'm not that big yet. I'm getting there. We're trying to get to 20,000. So, well, thank you, GW2. Order my 2 new shirts just now. Thank you very much. That helps us out. Whitney, I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I always like to share. Grant, I hope you get to feeling better, buddy. Pam can't wait to drive the Crustang. Yeah, laser removers pushing $8,000 to $12,000. I mean, that's just not in my budget. It's just not in my budget. Am I painting the engine and or trans before it goes into the car? Yes, we will be doing a Craigslist overhaul, an aerosol overhaul. The engine I'm using to get the car going is not the engine that's going to stay in the car. I have the original engine for the car, but it needs gone through and some serious machining work. So I will paint the engine bay. The interior is going to be pretty nice-ish, and we're going to make sure the chassis is safe. I just want to leave the appearance of the car the way it is, so the car has an opportunity to let people ask what its story is, so I can share the car's story. Down the road, might I do something make it pretty? Maybe, but for now, I want it to be able to tell its story. Hey, Jerry from Florida, how you doing? Bye, sweetheart. Have a good rest of your day at work. All right, we're going to get ready to head out here, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody else if I don't get a chance to see everybody. Good Lord. He's tearing shit apart back here. We got to go. All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you all soon.